Hey, what's up everyone out there? Welcome back to the channel. CHILLSCISSORS here, and today we have another great episode. You're not going to want to miss it, so stay tuned to the end of the video whenever we go through all the games that we picked up recently to add to the GameCube collection as we amass a complete black label North American GameCube collection. I'm not going to stop till we get there. We're going to hit this goal this year. I'm testifying that right now. This year we're going to nail it. We're going to hit our goal. We're going to collect all 554 titles in the North American GameCube collection. And hey, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification so you stay tuned for all of our GameCube endeavors. And like I said, you're not going to want to miss this video. Stay tuned for the end. We got tons of goodies that we had picked up along the way. I'm here to share that with you. Without further ado, let's get into it. This is the GameCube Oasis. Let's go! All right, so we just checked out of the first location. They had a few things that we went ahead and picked up. However, it's pretty slim pickings out there. As you can see, their GameCube, as many other locations, are very scarce, and they're getting scarcer. So people are keeping what they have and not trading in much. So let's see if we can get lucky at any of these other locations, and hopefully we can come out with a bundle of GameCube games to add into the collection. Let's go. All right, we are at our second stop here, and it is Marshall's, whatever that is. So she says that there's a chance that there's some games here.
There's a chance.
So we're gonna go in and check it out and see what they got. I don't know, I'm skeptical, but let's go see what they got. So there's retro games here, right?
There is. We're making our way. Don't worry.
I'm skeptical.
More games.
Well, we just left Marshall's, and somebody said there was games there.
I've gone to plenty of game stores with this man, hunting for games, and I'm not the gamer, so I think this one is just fine.
All right, our next stop on our little journey is we're stopping off to refuel, and then we're stopping off at Chili's. All right, our next stop, we got Uptown Retro. Pretty cool place. It's a flea market. It's also got a mini arcade, so nice to have this. Great contribution to our small town. Let's go ahead and head inside and check it out. All right, ladies and gents, we are at our last and final game exchange. She's about game exchanged out. We've been at it since this morning, but we're about to head inside and see what they got, and then we'll meet you back at the game room as a summary to see what we had found today. Let's check it out. All right, we are back in the game room, ladies and gents. If you made it this far, thank you and congratulations. Now to get into the pickups, the nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes of this video, we've amassed a collection of a lifetime, a lot of titles that I never thought I would own in my personal collection have been collected. So again, thank you all if you made it this far in the video, and I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am throughout the series. But let's go ahead and get into it. As promoted in the beginning of the video, we had collected something that is Resident Evil Gold, something that I've wanted and kept my eyes out for a very, very long time, and I was lucky and fortunate enough to be able to get it at a decent deal, sealed. Ladies and gents, this is the Resident Evil 10th Anniversary Collection, and it is, whenever I say in peppermint patty condition, it is beautiful, and it is sealed, like I said. So if we go ahead and crack this bad boy open, I went ahead and purchased some protectors. Always do whenever I get these really big collector's box sets. The Nintendo GameCube has quite a few box sets, so we got a lot of those to get through. But like I said, check this out, ladies and gents. This is Resident Evil 0, as you can see, sealed, immaculate shape. Like, I just can't believe it. On their own, you know, these titles loose are, you know, pretty not expensive for Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil themselves. However, whenever you throw in the factor that they're sealed, then they just boost up quite a bit, from like a, you know, a $17 to $20 title all the way up to like a $90+ title. But to have Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4 sealed is just insane. To be able to have that in the collection, not alone the box set, which again is in just, I can't believe the condition. So to be honest with you, this was not a wild buy. This one was an eBay purchase, but like I've promoted in the past on these eBay purchases, you just never know where somebody's at on what they want for something. I'm gonna try to get a good shot of the overall condition, but it is just beautiful, and this looks so amazing. This was a GameStop exclusive. I know, right? It's wild to think, but Such an awesome collab and such an awesome collection to have to get this and added to the collection. So super pumped about that. A local garage sale. This gentleman was selling off a lot of his Nintendo GameCube items, and I wound up picking up a couple of things for I believe like $20. So really good deals. But we already have the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat boxed. Okay, so we picked up Donkey Konga boxed. The box does have, as you can see in the light, some love wear to it, but overall the box is in decent shape. But to have this one up on the game room shelf alongside Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is awesome. And we also picked up Donkey Konga 2 boxed. This one does have like a little crease here, but again, you know, it is super old retro goodness. But overall, I'm okay with the overall aesthetic of the box. But got all those complete for around $20. Can't beat it. They look amazing whenever you have all three of these stacked up next to each other, next to Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's such a revolutionary game. You know, it didn't really get that far as like repeats and things of that nature, but we did get, of course, Donkey Kong, Donkey Konga, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. So pretty cool stuff. Super pumped to add those in. We got a fat stack of Nintendo GameCube glory right here. Like, we have just some heat in this this stack here. So let's go ahead and kind of shotgun through some of these. We got quite a bit to get through. We'll kind of touch on the games where we got them, pricing, if I can remember, things of that nature, because we are setting that tone for 2024 to get this done, get that that dub, and get this library completed. We were very close. We still have several hundred to go, but more and more closer each and every episode, each and every day. So let's get into it. So this first one is Judge Dredd, Dread versus Death. This one is a heater for sure. It's about $100 game. Got this one. All of these are complete that we're picking up thus far. But Judge Dredd, Dread versus Death. It's a first-person shooter. I played a little bit of it just to kind of get an overall consistency of the game. Quite enjoyed it. But it is one that is very sought after, very more of a rare title. Never came across it out in the wild. This one was an online purchase as well. Let's kind of touch on online purchases for a second, right? So I go out, as you've seen in the video, every single week I'm so blessed that I have so many game stores in my area. But GameCube games are a different breed, right? They're just like few and far between. So if I have to pay maybe, $4 or $5 for shipping, most of the time I only purchase something if it's free shipping, primarily, unless all tied in is a good investment. But I don't mind personally purchasing games online and paying $2 or $3 for shipping. I consider that a finder's fee, a convenience fee, from my perspective. And that's worth it because you have time, you have gas, all of these things that calculate to amass more than what shipping would cost. Another rare title, this is Zack Bell Momono Fury. This particular one holds a really decent value. It's out of the two, I believe, in the library, this one is the more difficult one to come across, and I got this one for such a great deal, complete. But yeah, Zack Bell Momono Fury for the Nintendo GameCube. I believe that there were two of them. There may have been three, but I believe there were two. And this one is the rarer of the two. Another rare title, we got Time Splitters Future Perfect. This one holds a really high value as well. Around, probably average around 100, 150, somewhere in there. But got this one for under $100. Of the two, you know, the first one's super cheap, like a $30 title. So this one is the one that you would want for sheer value's sake. So Time Splitters, of course, all of these are complete black label. That's what we're going for. Let's go. I'm super excited to get this in. And this one has a bit of a funny story, but this is Digimon Digital Monsters Rumble Arena 2. This one of the two is the more sought after, the more rare, the more expensive. So there was a batch order out of Canada, right? So it had a couple of throw-in titles that were foreign, a Mario Party and a couple of other things. But this one was amongst the bottom of the stack. And this one is very expensive, very rare. And I purchased it. And the game labeling on eBay, for as far as the description goes, it was just GameCube lot. So anybody looking specifically for this game would have overlooked it because it was barely photographed in the description, not even mentioned in the description. I purchased it, got it, tested it, and lo and behold, it is exactly that. And so I got this one for a steal, considering its rarity. So I was able to sell off the additionals that I had duplicates of to get my money back and then some. So I wound up purchasing this, getting it for free. That's how we do it, right? We buy in bulk, sell off what we need, what we don't need for the collection, adding things we do need for the collection to get our money back, at least a discount at very most. But one of three, we got One Piece Pirate Carnival. There are 3 games in this in the collection for the Nintendo GameCube. They made 3 One Piece games. This one's not the most expensive one, but we do have that one coming up. So One Piece Pirates Carnival, a lot of mini games. These games are kind of not what you would expect them to be, right? So One Piece Pirates Carnival, we got Black and Bruised. I don't know why this game is so hard to find, but I was able to find one and pick it up, but I don't know why, like I said, but this game is super hard to come by. I've never seen it out in the wild, but got that one added to the collection. I haven't played it yet, but I love platform fighters, which is looks like this actually is a platform fighter. We got Darkened Sky. A lot of people swear by this series. I haven't tried it out yet, so that is yet to be determined. A cool thing about this series is I get to experience GameCube games that I never would before. A lot of these titles I would have never picked up outside of this. So being able to branch out my knowledge, branch out my playability of these games. Now that I have access to them, I can experience them for myself and not rely on, outside sourcing, outside manipulation and influence. But the next one is amongst one of the rarest and most expensive racer titles for the Nintendo GameCube. And this is none other than Auto Malista. I believe that's that correct. Capcom game. The graphics and the physics in this game are really well done. Whenever you're playing the game, then the FPS from the almost like self-shade art style arcade racer, it's a lot of fun. But again, the graphics and you really feel the weight of the vehicle, really feel the power in the turns. But very rare, very expensive title. I was fortunate enough to get this one for under $100, where it goes for quite a pretty penny. Shout out to, let me get this one pulled up here. Shout out to Metal Jesus for promoting this one out, Beyond Good and Evil. A very unique survival horror made by Ubisoft. You're able to use your abilities to go through and I guess use your camera to, really a lot about this one. So again, this is one that I'll be popping in to check out and experiencing. I'll let you know. Let me know in the comments below if you know a lot about this one. I've heard a lot about it, like I said, from Metal Jesus and a lot of other tubers, as they're called. We got Chaos Field. This one is a bullet hell shooter. I I tried to play this one and I was getting completely wrecked. I'm not the best whenever it comes to these bullet hell shooters. It is an exclusive title for the Nintendo GameCube, one of the few bullet hell shooters. But man, I just kept on getting wrecked, to be honest. A lot of people are masterful at these bullet hell shooters, and it's extremely difficult. We got another super rare racing game. This is Rally Championship. It's just one of those games that are super expensive, super rare, one that probably had a very low print run, making it more sought after, more rare. There's nothing particularly special about it. I popped it in to try it out. You know, it's a typical dirt, snow, and rain rally game, but there wasn't anything to stand out for this particular one. It again, I think this one is just one of those that are just low print run, didn't sell very many, but makes it very rare, very expensive for collectors like me that are going for a complete set. But this is the more expensive one that I was referring to earlier. It is One Piece Grand Adventure. This particular one actually was quite fun. I tested it out to try it out just to see. Of course, all of these are complete, but One Piece Grand Adventure, this one goes for, I don't know, $90 to $130, somewhere in that range. I was able to get it for about $75. So I'm trying my best to keep the purchase price of these at least 20% under retail. On average, that's what we're getting. This next one is another, man, we're just hitting some fire today. We're hitting some heat. This next one is, I believe, one of 5 Shrek games for the Nintendo GameCube. Yeah, Shrek got 5 games. That's insane. But this is amongst the most rare of the Shrek games, right? This is Shrek Super Party. Don't know much about why this particular game holds such a high value. It is very and quite expensive, but it is a typical Shrek themed party game. But I was able to pick this thing up for $40, and if you know, you know, but this game goes for considerably more than that. But Shrek Super Party for the Nintendo GameCube. Who knew, right? Super strange. The games that hold a very high value for this library. But we got another fire game. We got Evolution Snowboarding. Super fun. Made by Konami, but snowboard down the mountain. You're able to use weapons like bats and chains and all of these different things to smack people off around you to try to get down to the bottom of the run. But as you can see here, gentleman's wielding like a chainsaw, and you're holding a baseball bat with nails in it. It's a pretty beastly game. I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. I'm very excited about playing more. This is a game that is very expensive, very rare. This is Ribbit King. Such a how would I begin to describe this game, right? This is very peculiar. It's its own game, right? It's in the same vein of a Toon take on a golf game, but it is within itself. You never know what your outcome is going to be. So you play as a character that is trying to learn how to play frog golf, as it were. After you hit it, it can bounce from one end of the map to the other. Your goal is to obviously get your frog into the location, and it's just very kooky, very out there, made by Bandai. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. It's got a little bit of story element, not too deep, but it does have some really good voice monologue to it, some really good cutesy story to it. So it's not just like your typical sports title, right? It's got a little bit more heart to it, a little bit more charm. But we got another one that's exclusive. This is Lotus Challenge. Another racer game. This one can get kind of expensive. Not too bad. Not like Automobilista. But yeah, this one actually is a lot of fun. If you like the Lotus line of franchise of vehicles, then this one would be for you for sure. A lot of Lotus love. We got a copy of Serious Sam Next Encounter. This one is really difficult to come across. I don't know why, but this game is just one of those ones that are just really difficult to find out there. I've found them loose all the time, but never come across one actually complete in box. So this one's a lot of fun. First person shooter. A lot of Serious Sam action. You know, your miniguns, your shotguns, your snipers, the dual SMGs, and take control of some vehicles and blow stuff up. But that's all we got for this episode of the GameCube Oasis. We got this huge stack added to the collection. So super thankful to be able to have this opportunity to try to complete my childhood dream of getting this GameCube collection complete, being able to finish this library off. We got some box collector sets. We got the Resident Evil complete in box sealed. Lots and lots of GameCube love out there today. But that's the video, ladies and gents. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate your time. If you have any thoughts for the channel, drop it in the comments below. Let me know today what your favorite pickup of this episode was, and we'll catch you all in the next adventure. Till next time, later dudes, peace.